300 stage miles, 1,000 road miles, and 5 days lie in wait for us. We know you're as excited as we are for this year's Roger Albert Clark Rally. And these men that we've lined up here are pretty excited as well. A quick walk around the scrutineering shed, around the service area, really does get the juices flowing. The preparation, the standard of the cars, the variety of the cars this year has got us all very excited to get going. But before we do, we thought we'd get a quick word with a very eclectic mix of drivers. Dan Mennell, Mark Higgins, Johnny Milner and Max Smart. 4 very different drivers and 4 very different cars, 4 very different approaches. Johnny, we'll start with you. You've done this event back in the day when it used to be the actual R.A.C. rally, and this has been a bit of an itch, you said to me earlier.
Absolutely. I mean, it's not a midlife crisis, but it is definitely an itch that I have now scratched very firmly since November. That's when I started building the car, so proudly have built the whole car and the whole team, and it got finished yesterday. But what's all this weather here? I mean, it's snowing, and Yorkshire it's still sunny.
It was, but you know what R.A.C. weather is like. You have been working on the car from 5 in the morning until the lads start work at 8. You've then been working on the car on an evening and 14 hours or so at a weekend. You just told me that, and you finished it yesterday. Are we confident in the car?
Yeah, absolutely, yeah. I built it. This can be, I proudly can say, the best 205 I've ever built. It's 32 years younger now, so things have got better. And I've tried to dig out all of the problems and the cobwebs that we had back in the day, and rectified all of those, hopefully. So, yeah, bit of that, but yeah, we're confident.
And another man sat next to you there digging out the cobwebs. If you can hand the microphone to Mr. Higgins. Last year we saw this TR7 V8 come out on the Roger Albert Clark, and really it took the world by storm. We were all so excited to see the car, but it took some shaking down, and it was quite an optimistic thing for the team to bring the car up, but we were absolutely delighted that they did. It's now proven. So what can you do in 2025?
Well, it's just great to be here. I mean, this event is a massive challenge. It's what we all started rallying for back in the day, really, to do rallies like this. So to have the chance to come here with the car's special. We've learnt a lot over last year. Unfortunately, with what I did, I've not been in the car for a little while on gravel, so back onto it for the first time again now, but really excited, and shame about the weather, but it's going to be the same for everybody, and I think it's going to be a really good challenge, and it's all about the long game, but we're going to go flat out from the start.
I don't know about
no, we're not.
I don't know about Dan and Max sat here listening to these two talk, but you know, it's rekindling things inside of me. Let's see you two chatting at the beginning of an R.A.C. is quite special. Dan, you have had a stonking year in the British Historic Rally Championship. Here you are lining up among some of our rally heroes, Dan. It's a bit of a pinch yourself moment, isn't it?
It is. It's pretty special, to be fair, because it's like watching Mark and Johnny. I can remember Johnny doing donuts in the cattle market in Malton when he won the British, and it's like...
You get in trouble for that now.
Yeah, you would. You'd be locked up. So don't be doing it.
Health and safety.
Yeah.
But Dan, you're not fazed by that. I know you're not, and I know that you've got this big goofy grin when you're walking around rally cars like I have, but as soon as that clock starts, you've got focus, and you're going to be on this, aren't you?
You've got to enjoy it, haven't you? You've got to enjoy it. We're clubmen rallying, aren't we, at the end of the day, and we're here to put a show on, and it's...
I think everybody watching
Fingers
at home
crossed,
and
we're
there
doing a
in
good
Carmarthen
job of it.
tonight, we're pleased that you're coming here to put a show on, Dan.
Yeah,
but
no.
what are you expecting? What are you hoping for?
To smoke Mark Higgins.
Me too.
And I've got to come to Max now, because if you can pass the microphone out to Max, he has been doing the World Rally Championship. To come here to these stages, you've done one event in York, one event in Kinloss in Scotland, 2 very random events to pick in this neck of the woods, and here you are doing the biggest rally in the UK.
It's honestly incredible here. This rally came up as an incredible opportunity, and it's such a different vibe to going into a Junior World Championship. You know, we're here with a really special team of people that are supporting me to do this rally, and the main goal is just to enjoy every kilometer. You know, these roads are incredible. I spent lots of time on the videos checking over all these stages, and they're all new to me. So I really can't wait. It's going to be an adventure.
You guys can probably help with this, but surely that experience from the WRC stages is going to come in handy, because the endurance, the management that's going to be required here compared to a normal rally.
Yeah, for sure. WRC is no joke of a rally here. It's 4 days of really long hours in the car, in sometimes some of the craziest conditions, whether it's a snowstorm or a blizzard you're driving through in Sweden, to dust storms almost in Greece, through some of the roughest stages. So I've learned a lot over the last 3 years. It's been an absolute gift. And now coming into this, it's just all special, and it's a moment to pull together everything that I've learned.
Given your age and what you do normally, I bet you'd never heard of an MGZR, had you, before this came up?
No, actually, it's true. It's true, Paul. But I look forward to getting to know her quite well.
Good car?
Yeah, really good car. Lots of love put into it.
Had some testing miles on it?
Actually, no. Stage one here. We're gonna get into it on stage one, but I've got a good feeling that we'll click. So it'll be good.
Johnny, you've done some miles in the 205, haven't you?
Back in the day, yes.
Not this one.
But I haven't done miles in the forest since I won the national championship in 2010. That was the last time I've been in the woods. I did do last weekend in Kielder, so it soon came. It's like riding a bicycle.
And you said it just keeps revving. You've got to keep revving it.
Got to keep revving it, and I kept forgetting to use the clutch because I've been so long in the World Rally car and not needing the clutch once it's off the line. So, yes, remember the clutch, Johnny. Remember to rev a lot.
I'm pleased you said it like that, not how you said it earlier. Mark, you've got a special exhaust pipe for this week, I've heard. It's going to sound splendid. It's one of the cars that the fans come here to watch. And that happened as of last year. We've all seen TR7 V8s, but I said ahead of last year, or 2023's event, I'd never seen a works spec TR7 V8 driven by a works driver, as it were. And it's a dynamic that I absolutely love. What's it like inside the car?
Well, when we get it right, it's really good. I mean, it's a lovely car, and it's just, I think there's so much variation here. It's just nice to be in something very different. There's not many of them around. It's got a very unique sound, and it's just a great car. It is a beast. I mean, on tarmac, it's incredible. We're getting there on gravel with it all the time, and it's just great to be out rallying again. I mean, we've been doing it for a lot of years now, me and Johnny especially, and to still be excited like we are to come and do this is, it shows what the event is about, and all the people that are going to be out there watching. So hopefully we can all put a great show on for them. You
two particularly will appreciate this. What Colin and the team have built with the Roger Albert Clark Rally throws us right back to the original R.A.C. days in terms of vibe. But what I love about what they've done is they've brought a new audience in who weren't there for those events. How different is this, or how similar is this build-up to what you remember back in the day? We're going back to Carlisle Airport, so you're going to have some throwbacks yourselves as well.
Yeah, well, I mean, this is why we all started rallying in the first place. We watched it on Top Gear, covering every day of it all the way through. Everybody watched it. But as you say, it's a young generation which love this rally now. We haven't got a World Championship rally in the UK anymore, which is really a massive shame. So to have something like this, I know it's the older cars, but it brings back the atmosphere. People are out camping, they're in the cold, in the bad weather and everything, and it's all part of why we loved it in the first place.
Dan, there's a big team element to the Roger Albert Clark Rally. We all talk about it, and Johnny said earlier he's had to build a car and he's had to build a team.
Yeah.
Tell me about that, because you've had a team doing the BHRC and then you've got to gear up for this. How different is that for the team?
It's just massive, isn't it? It's like you've got to build another car out of spares, and like my dad's poor little Sunbeam, that's built out of Ford bits just about, because they weren't accessible, the Sunbeam bits, so that's been stripped, and other people's cars have been stripped, and everybody's like clubbed together to get us here, because throughout the year you use your spares up, so you've got to rekindle your spares, and that's the expensive part. And like Nick at Car Prep, he's bent over backwards for us, and fair play to him, because he's like borrowed his parts on lease, and hopefully we don't need to use them. But yeah, no, it's a massive team effort. And
have you been burning the midnight oil like the other guys?
not as much as Johnny by the sound of it, but yeah, we've been burning some. I didn't notice your bags, Johnny, don't worry. But no, we have been doing a bit on a night and through the day, but work has to come first. You've got to earn the money to be coming here. So yeah, bit of both.
Mark, last time in Carmarthen, those crowds, as the cars left the start ramp, I mean, you will have seen crowds like none of us have in the last couple of years, but I'm pretty sure, Mark, that Max has got a treat in store later when he sees that number of people. It's like 20 deep in places in Carmarthen.
Yeah, and I mean, I remember back in the day on the R.A.C. going through the stages when the people sort of moved out in front of you. Thankfully now we can't do that because there's safety in place, but we can do that in the town tonight. So I think it's going to be fantastic. I hope the weather holds out for all the people that have come to watch, and that the stages run, that the weather's good enough that we can get all the stages in. And that's the key, that all the people that we need to support the rally can actually enjoy it as much as we're going to enjoy it.
Johnny, as much as Mark will, I know you'll cringe at this, but you two are superstars in our sport, and you've seen it all, you've done it all. I was at Cadwell Park at the weekend, and the marshal came up to me and he said, "Hey, you've seen Johnny Milner's doing the R.A.C." It must be quite exciting to be able to stir up that delight in rally fans all these years on from your championships, both of you.
Absolutely, and I think that the fact is, it speaks volumes as to how the spectators now class the old vehicles and the old way it was. We've got the smells, we've got the noises, especially this thing. You know, we've got the, as it used to be. It's a classic rally, and it's an endurance event, and it's actually 5 days long. So don't you stop at 4. But yeah, I think it does speak volumes in the fact that there's that many people supporting it and wishing everybody good luck. It means a lot to everybody, more probably than the more modern cars. I mean, it's nothing like the noise of a Seed Bannister with a Mark II Escort coming. You can hear him 5 miles away in Dolby, and that's what we've got now. The modern cars nowadays are that bit quieter. So yeah, it's a classic, you know, almost a one-off event. Yeah, fair play to all of the organisers. You're trying to say something now, aren't you? Trying to butt in, but all of the organisers have you forgotten? Just forgotten what I was going to say. Early Alzheimer's. But yeah, I think Colin and the team have done an amazing job in putting all of this together, and what will be, as you say, a classic event.
And a word for the marshals, some of which will have been here when you did the R.A.C. back in the day.
Wear extra t-shirts and extra leggings to keep warm, but we appreciate from the heart what they do. They are the stalwarts of this. If it wasn't for them, we wouldn't be doing it. But yeah, I'll try and wave at everyone. Mark flashes his lights at them, but I'll try and wave.
Max, what are you looking forward to most? This is a completely new experience for you. What's really on you? What are you looking at in this week, picking out and thinking, I can't wait to get to that bit?
Yo, I mean, I think for me, it's just to take it all in. You know, it's such a special rally, this, and you notice it from as you pull up here to the service park. You know, there's a whole different vibe from the amount of people that are already here for scrutineering. You know, and all these cars with, like Johnny said, with the smells, the sounds, it's all new, and it's a teamwork and an adventure type of rally, and I'm here for it all. You know, I just want to enjoy every kilometer behind the wheel, and yeah.
I'm really looking forward to following your adventure this week and seeing how different, we obviously know it's different, but seeing how different the experience is from your point of view, from the WRC events to seeing the people on this. I think you're going to tell me this is just like a WRC event in terms of atmosphere, in terms of excitement, and in terms of theatre.
100%. I mean, I was following along last year on YouTube, and it's incredible. You know, like Mark was saying at the start, it's just going to blow your mind. But another big thing about this is like a first rally for me, having a management car following. You know, and last night the team, we sat down at a table and there was like a million different maps on the table with all points marked down, and it just shows how much prep goes into one of these events. You know. Not a lot of people know how much a team actually has to prepare for a rally like this when you're just looking from the outside, you know. But that's another thing that really blew my mind, is you're not just focusing on one car, but there's two cars that got to get around this whole event, so it's incredible.
Good point.
Yeah.
What stage are you looking forward to the most? Have you studied them that closely?
Yes. I think Sweet Lamb, hey? You know, it's probably quite a common answer,
Doesn't matter. It's iconic.
Yeah, it seems like such an iconic stage. I've watched so many videos of it. I've played it on all the video games. So I think Sweet Lamb...
WRC star has played video games of Sweet Lamb. Is looking forward to Sweet Lamb. That's a soundbite, that is. Johnny, stage you're looking forward to the most?
The last one and getting over the finish line. But yeah, I think every stage is classic. It's big bravery when we get up into Kielder. There is some long rev limiter straights in there, and brave boys and girls out there. But yeah, it's We want to get to the end, but we want to put on a show.
So the final stage is Johnny looking forward to the most. Mark, which one are you looking forward to thumping that V8 around the most?
I think in Kielder, it's been the best part of 15 years since I've been up in Kielder, so that's going to be great. Yeah, there's so much of it. Everything looking at the video is very, very technical. There's a lot to do on these stages. They're not very simple ones, you know. And they had trees there when I last saw them, so they all look very bit different now. But yeah, it's going to be a great rally, and there's so many challenges throughout the event.
Sweet lamb, Kielder, Dan?
Definitely the big one at the last stage, because it's
like a rally in one stage,
it's just
isn't
a
it?
rally in one stage, and you prepare yourself for that last stage, and it's just, nobody will ever experience it, will they?
Somebody have a minute lead going into that.
Exactly.
And you're still not sure. You know,
And we saw the drama play out last year as well, so there's a whole story to be
There was
had
cars
out of that
off,
last
cars
stage.
broken down, and like the last year it was just incredible what happens going into that last stage. And
he and Johnny will have to stop for a wee.
yeah, well, this is it. You old timers.
Me too.
2 weeks for Johnny. We'll not do that question down the pack. Who's going to win? It's all right. I don't expect you to answer
comment.
that. But you guys will find that out in 5 days' time. I can't believe what we've got ahead of us, but this has got me excited. I hope it has you as well. If you're going to Carmarthen tonight, if you're going to be in that crowd scene, so will we. And you know what? We can't wait to bring you this story this week. A bumper crop of live footage throughout the week. Stage side with Matt and Bex on the stage with Special Stage. You can follow it all on the Roger Albert Clark social media channels. And if you're going out spectating, do check out the website, do check out the social media, and please listen to the marshals, because it's going to be a busy week and they need your support with this. It is going to be epic. We'll see you on the stages for the R.A.C. rally.